games, just how frustrating is that to drop points again for the second game win?
Yeah, it's obviously really disappointing that the second game in a row that we've dropped points, and second game in a row that, you know, the first 45 minutes we put ourselves in a position, we don't take full advantage of the first 45, and then we're, you know, responding second half, and, you know, by our standards that's not good enough, and we've got to do obviously a lot better than that.
The game's running slightly not the manner you'd be hoping for. Is that the thing that really hurts the most?
Yeah, and it's obviously, you know, poor goals that we're giving away. So, yeah, we maybe created a couple of chances first half, but weren't clinical enough. And it's obviously two different sides of, you know, football, where you see the first half to second half to St Mirren, and the first half to second half today. It's completely different. So we need to really have a look at ourselves and address that.
What do you think is behind that, starting games just poorly and then having to have that reaction at half time?
Well, obviously we put ourselves on the back foot when we concede poor goals, and that's effectively what really happens in both games. You put yourself in a bad position. You know, you're going uphill then to obviously get the goal back. But you know, we started fairly okay. We tried to move the ball, but obviously there was more conviction second half compared to first.
Do you feel like the team obviously been improving and heading in the right direction? Perhaps take a step back in these last couple of weeks, that you've, you know, perhaps gone into habits that got you into the place you were at the start of the season?
Yeah, and yeah, the first, obviously these last two games is nothing compared to what we were playing beforehand, and, you know, defending really well as a team, giving teams chances that, you know, like today we gave away, and, you know, we were building something really, really good. Then, you know, the past two games we've just been giving sloppy goals away. And
Jimmy Mullins has said some of the players, he's seen them a bit fatigued. I'm not saying it's an excuse, but is that a kind of a valid thing to say at this time of the season?
Well, if you look at the running stats, I don't see any of that. I see, obviously, the lads are pushing completely to the end. You've seen that today, that the lads were pushing completely to the end of the final whistle. But it's obviously small details about not giving goals away, and obviously being more clinical in their box. I think we maybe rushed a bit too much in the second half, and obviously we got level, and we could have maybe asked different questions, maybe moved the ball a bit more around the box, and it's just obviously small details like that that makes a difference.
As a teammate, would you prefer somebody puts their hand up and says, I don't feel 100% to play a game like Tavernier did today, rather than let the team down by being at 60% or whatever?
Yeah, you obviously want everyone to be honest. I think everyone will always be honest in a team and always try and give it their all every single time. But it's obviously it's the small things and how we can obviously concede these goals. You know, it's we've got to obviously do better on that.
It's a huge game in Thursday. I mean, how do you get the guys up for that? And is it spouts low without them? You use captain, how do you get the boys ready for the film?
It's obviously an old firm against our biggest rivals, and a home game, so we obviously have to go back to what we were doing better at and before these two games, and that's, you know, play better as a team, the performance of the team, defend as a team, and be clinical.
14 points, I was going to say 14 points now is the gap between the two teams. Does that seem unassailable at this point, because it is quite significant?
It's obviously points that, you know, we're obviously not happy about, and we're just going to push it all the way to the end of the season.
Given the record in the Old Firm games, Arsenal gets 7 without a win now, is there a mental hurdle that almost has to overcome against Celtic as well?
Well, we had we were unlucky in the final, you know, going all the way to the extra time. So we're just going to go into that game, and we obviously need to address what we need to do before Thursday, and really look at ourselves as men and as a team to put things right.
Just one, James, when you look at some of the action online to the boos at the final whistle as well, I mean, there's another feeling that there's some pressure going on the manager's shoulders here, that he needs a result on Thursday, you know, if he's to keep his own position. I mean, for you guys, how do you feel about that, seeing him come under the sort of flag that he's had to deal with?
Well, we can apologise for the supporters, because, you know, the past two games we've wasted 90 minutes on two halves where the performance level is not us, and that's unacceptable. So you can understand the boos. That, you know, we set standards, and we've got to maintain them standards, and if we don't, then they're fully in the right power to let us know, and we all know that, and we knew it wasn't good enough. And this is the thing, we just can't waste time on the pitch. We've got to be at it for 90 minutes plus.
And the manager, you still back him, you still have faith in him as well?
Well, obviously he's our manager, and we're going to obviously play towards the end, and yeah, we're going to fight for the shirt, and we'd obviously need to look at ourselves and address it.
Okay guys, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.